Yeah, so I'm Lifedance is my nickname, and my name is Thomas, and I'm the oldest brother of Martin Stavin and Jacob Dragonfly. And yeah, I'm the coach of the team. I've been working with the team for 2 months now. Um, and yeah, I'm 23 years old, and actually I'm doing this full time now. Before I started as the coach of the team, I was working with forex exchange, and I've also studied a bit, but I never finished anything. So now I'm coaching the guys. And in regards to Counter Strike, I've been playing the game since I was 13 years old or something. So yeah, me and the brothers, we are like a Counter Strike family. It was our father who introduced us to the game when we were very young. So yeah. Yeah, so there's two sides to that. Outside the game, I'm helping, making sure that like the players are meeting up for practice, that they're working hard, that they're staying focused and motivated, um, and also that like, of course, on a team like this with 5 young people, sometimes there will come up issues. People can get mad and angry at each other because they have different views on how to play the game and stuff like that. And here my job is to make sure that like everyone feels that they get heard, and like make sure that like to tell it to repeatedly tell the players that we have a common goal, which is to become like one of the best teams in the world, and that's what it's all about. It's not always about who's right or wrong, right? So my job is like to smooth out those conflicts and make sure that the atmosphere and the spirit on the team is high. And inside the game, I would say my job is that like I'm like an extra set of eyes, so I can sometimes, like, because I'm outside of the game, I can see mistakes that they don't are aware of themselves, and then I can point out those mistakes to the players, and usually that's enough, and they can fix it themselves because like all the guys in this team, they are very smart players. So I'm just an extra set of eyes, and sometimes I bring new ideas into the team, and then the players can like develop on those ideas if they feel they are good. And also, of course, up to important matches, I try to prepare the team a bit for the team we are facing, like how do they play and what would work. So like with Torben, I'm trying to like make a little bit of a game plan against the team we're facing. So yeah, preparing the team for matches and helping fix mistakes and stuff like that. That's what I'm doing inside the game. Yeah, so like as I said, we are kind of a big Counter-Strike family, this learned family. Yeah, I began playing Counter-Strike when I was like 12 or 13 years old, and at that time, Dragonfly was like, must have been like 11 years old, 10 years old. And it was our father and his good friend who introduced us to the game. And actually, when we were that young, we started a team called Bugs, which was just a free-for-all team, like just having fun. And the funny thing about it was that the special thing about this team was that everyone on the team had to have like an insect name and a bug name. So that's also the reason why his name is Dragonfly, because yeah, I know it's an insect. Guldsmeden in Danish. And my name back then was Spyfluen, which in English means bottle fly, I think, like a big fly, a big fat fly. I since changed my name to Lifedance. I thought that was better sounding. But anyway, yeah, with Dragonfly, I've been playing Counter-Strike with him like back in the Counter-Strike Source days before Global Offensive came out. We were playing on a pretty high level. Like I think we were within top 10 in Denmark, but that doesn't say much because the team was not much smaller than it is in Global Offensive. But yeah, we were okay. And then when Global Offensive came out, we kind of quit because we were annoyed of the new game. We thought it was shit compared to CSS. But then after a year, after CS:GO came out, we began playing it with Craigie and with Danner and Torben Orden. We met them as well, and we played. And at some point, we went to a Danish small LAN called CG LAN, and we took Stern, the youngest brother here. We took him with us. It was his first LAN. It was like 3 years ago, I think, 2.5 years ago, and we won the B tournament, and it was Stern's first LAN, and he was our best player. So I was like, okay, we went there as a mix. Walkover was our name. It was my idea to call the team Walkover. And after that LAN, we thought, hey, let's make a team, and we started playing competitively. But I quit after a few months because I was starting to study pharmacy, and I didn't feel I was good enough. So they continued without me, and then they got picked up by Fraxters, and since then it's just history. And now I'm back on the team as a coach. So yeah. The positive thing is, of course, that I know them very well, and we understand each other very well. I think also that Dragonfly and Stamina, we view the game in a pretty similar way. So it's not very often that we disagree about things. Also, Torben Orden, he's a really good friend of me and my two brothers. So like that, of course, helps. That is of course also the reason why they have stayed together so long, because there's a good friendship between my brothers and Torben Orden. The negative side could be that it can be hard to like stay professional sometimes, because like we know each other so well, and we know that we really can't get mad at each other because we're brothers. So sometimes people like do silly things, and maybe they don't always listen to me because I'm just a stupid brother or something like that. But I think we all talked about that before I began coaching them, and we know that there are some challenges there. Of course, also like we have Bubsky and Refresh, it's important that they not feel left outside. And I've thought a lot about that, and I think it's working okay now. But of course, it's something I'm always aware of.